Hello, Jordan here with STL Living, and today we got a virtual tour of St. Peter's. The boundary lines, at least in my head, are a little bit fuzzy with what's considered St. Peter's and St. Charles, so I might kind of get into a few things in St. Charles or maybe O'Fallon area, but regardless, I'm going to do my best to show you off St. Peter's. And I wanted to begin over here at Lakeside Park because I think Lakeside Park is a really cool park and it's relatively new. I think it'd be like 6, 7 years old, something like that. Um, and it's something that could easily be forgotten about this area. So Lakeside Park features an RV park where you can park RVs right here. A lot of biking routes that you can take that literally go off the screen for miles. You can walk around this massive lake. You can shoot bow and arrows over in this area. There's a little dog park as well. You can rent paddle boards over here. You can also rent those small boats that you put like 2 to 4 people on, and then you bike on them. I don't know what they're called, but you could do that here as well. So there's a lot. You can have little picnics. They got pavilions posted up as well. And right across 370 over here, which is kind of like the outer highway of St. Charles County, there's a little pocket where there's these massive warehouses for like e-commerce stores or like, brick and mortar stores for them to store their goods at. And these buildings over here are huge. They're massive. And you got like, there's a Best Buy warehouse. There's an Amazon fulfillment center. This Amazon fulfillment center is like, 2 to 4 Walmarts combined. It's huge. And I'm not familiar with these other companies, but basically just like supply chain kind of area over here. And if you make your way over towards 70, it gets more residential in this pocket. So there's like a senior living spot. These are all like apartments and houses and neighborhoods over here. This used to be, I guess, the St. Charles YMCA right next to what used to be Omni, which is like a indoor volleyball and soccer place. And they also got outdoor soccer fields. And this is where a funeral home is. I know an EPC, like computer repair company over here. And this takes you over to 70. So this area, in my personal opinion, like a little bit of insider opinion, is this gets kind of crammed right here. I don't feel like they built the roads and like the stoplights with like anticipating as much traffic originally. That's just a personal opinion. I just feel like that it just gets a little bit hectic on this intersection right here if you're trying to merge on or off the highway. Probably more so on the highway. But this area takes you over to where like a Home Depot is, a Target, Harbor Freight Tools. I know I saw some like crypto spot over here the other day. There's a Wendy's, a Culver's, a TJ Maxx, and looks like a Freddy's frozen custard. I didn't even know that was there. There used to be, rest in peace, a Blockbuster right here as well, and a Steak and Shake. They're both gone now. And you can make your way down this area towards Cave Springs. And I mean, you can kind of get a view of everything located here. But there is the St. Peter's Recplex, which is basically just a massive recreational area. It's located right next to Lutheran High School. And so, yeah, the St. Peter's Recplex is, I mean, there's a massive park around it, but it's got basketball courts, huge, massive indoor swimming pool, weightlifting area, and my personal opinion, it's probably the best recreational center that St. Charles County provides. Across the street here, there's a new apartment complex that's really nice, and you make your way down the road over here to what I personally think of being like, I guess there's this area as well. Okay, so you got like a Circle K, McDonald's, I know Menards. Yep, Menards is right there as well. And this is what I was thinking of. So this is where, if you've heard of this area, I don't know how much research you've done, but this area over here is around where 70 and 370 meet, and it's kind of considered like Mid Rivers. The Mid Rivers Mall is over here, and there's a lot of really good shopping over here. Like there's a Costco, a Hood's Home Center. I mean, there's a lot over in this area. There's a Planet Fitness, and then the mall is kind of just this massive block of land right here. There's a Best Buy. I know there's a Dick's Sporting Goods in here, a Joann Fabrics, and across the highway over here, this is a relatively new area as well, probably also within probably about 7 years. Just a lot of strip malls and a lot of shopping over here. Academy Sports. I didn't even realize that was actually there. There's a QT, and this is kind of like Old Town St. Peter's, cross 70 here. This is a soccer and baseball, softball area. I'm not actually sure what else is featured over in this park. Excuse me. But this is like kind of similar to Old Town St. Charles. It was definitely built around the same time. It kind of has an 1800s quaint brick look. And across the highway, bringing it back over to this area by Mid Rivers Mall. Some more shopping. There's a Chuck's Boots. There's a ton of shopping over in this entire area. I'll actually scroll in so you can get a better idea of some of the stuff. Yeah, so you can see a Big Lots. There used to be a Tumble Drum, which was like an indoor playground. That was the peak of my childhood, and they took it away from us. Extreme Pawn. So yeah, this is like the Mid Rivers Mall Drive, just a ton. This Barnes and Noble is really cool. Designer Warehouse. I know there's a kind of not thrift store. It's a Plato's Closet over here as well, which is like basically buy clothes and sell them, and they're kind of like a trendier spot. I've only been in there once, but it's pretty nice, honestly. And this area takes you over to. Oh, this is kind of what I think of when I think of like the edge of. Oh wait, no, this isn't the edge yet. But this area over here, obviously a lot of shopping and whatnot. And then Mexico Road is like a main road that goes all throughout St. Charles County, and a lot of residential housing over in this area. Takes you back to this area that we just covered earlier. That's next to Menards. So it's kind of just a big circle or square, if you want to think about it that way, with houses just all around it. So bringing it back to Mid Rivers Mall Drive, this is a ton of food, a lot of shopping down this way, a lot of smaller businesses as well down here. And if you continue down Mid Rivers Mall Drive, it takes you to an area commonly referred to. Well, it's not even referred to. It's called Cottleville. And we're not there yet. This is what I think of the edge of kind of like St. Peter's. It's got a Walmart neighborhood market. I know there's a Mexican spot over here as well. Because I remember I drove by one day and I realized what Cinco de Mayo was. And I wasn't driving. I learned about that, I guess, before I was 16. But Llewellyn's, Dairy Queen. Yeah, this area is not super populated, and we'll kind of transition over into Cottleville. So this is kind of what I think of the start of Cottleville. A lot of this has a lot of, you got a Silky's frozen custard, which is kind of the start of this area. A Calvary Church, which is a pretty big church. And what else is over here? This is like a whole strip mall. I think there's two separate strip malls of. Seems like the businesses are kind of changing a lot. I know there used to be like a painted zebra over there, which is where like you can make your own pottery, kind of a cool concept. Oh, this is St. Charles Community College over here as well, commonly referred to as SCA. So this is kind of the idea. SCA's over here. And so yeah, Mellow Mushroom, which is pretty cool, is over here. I know there's an area for, oh, there it is, pet adoption. So what else? There's a fair amount of businesses and restaurants right here, and we make our way down Mid Rivers Mall. And I'm not going to cover everything that's in this area because it is pretty condensed once you get over to Cottleville. But it looks like a trampoline park. Actually, I didn't even realize that was there. And look at me, amateur. I'm supposed to be showing off there. I've never been to the trampoline park. Lions Club Park. I'm also not sure what that is. I swear I'm not like unfamiliar with this area, but so yeah, it's a ton of shops. I can't emphasize that enough. A ton of shops over here, and if you go down Highway N, it takes you to Old Town Cottleville, which is what I think. I think it's really cool. So yeah, there's a lot of smaller shops over in this area. This is a really quaint area that's been kind of changed. It's located right next to Francis House Central High School, which is right here. But yeah, there's an Upshot Coffee. There's I guess a USPS. No, what else is over? I know there's a spot where they make those welcome signs that you see out of everybody's home. I did a vlog on this area, so you can check that out. What else is over here? Yeah, I know there's like bars and restaurants, really nice restaurants right here. St. Joseph Catholic Church right here, and they'll actually right here they'll have this big parade for St. Patrick's Day. That's what it is, and yeah, they basically just have a parade that goes down the street. So bringing it back down to Cottleville again, you got a Home Depot, a Starbucks. There is no Walmart over here. And this actually brings you to 364. So 364 is located right next to Cottleville. I'll kind of give you a zoomed out look so you get a reference of where all the highways are and everything. So this is kind of the idea. We covered a lot of these areas, but see, look at that. I'm such an amateur. The Urban Air Trampoline Park is like one of the biggest things whenever you zoom out. I didn't even know it was there. But yeah, you take Mid Rivers Mall from 364 right here where my mouse is, and you follow it up all the way up to 70. And then 370 merges right here in St. Peter's as well. So again, that's kind of a rough overview of St. Peter's. I don't really think I got into St. Charles too much. Wobble Horse is kind of on the border, which is a really cool outdoor swimming pool and kind of like mini water park. Wobble Horse is awesome. That place is really cool. This is all like the Francis House School District. SCA is right here, and Francis House Central is right here. Francis House North is right here, and just a lot of housing in between. So I think I covered pretty much everything there is to cover about St. Peter's. So I do appreciate you watching so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And all of that being said, I guess I'm just thanking you again. So thank you.